Look at that claw. And here comes a T-Rex. I don't even know what its level is, but there we go. Level 12. The claw! Howdy folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures modded on the island map. And there's been a few changes around here since last we met. One is I went ahead and crafted one of the ARK Advance refrigerators and the egg collector, which has been running and just getting a few dodo eggs at the moment. Secondly, it's a pretty big change. Remember how we crafted that shrine for Scorched Earth, and we were attacked immediately by a lightning wyvern? Well, I've added another ladder up here to show you something, what I'm planning to do. See how I'm putting a roof on this joint? And I had to put 4 S Plus glass ceilings here, and I've confirmed that if I didn't have the glass ceilings, my farm underneath there, the greenhouse, was getting 0% greenhouse effect. But when I put these glass ceilings in, I was getting 300% again. So I'm good with that on all 4 crop plots. Ceiling is going to stretch all the way, encompass my entire base. And from up top, it looks really cool. From underneath, it looks kind of gappy at the moment, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's go down the only safe way I have to get down right now. Let me climb down. There you go. From down here, first of all, I took away this gate because I'm not going to need it anymore in a little while. Because what I'm planning on doing is I may even be extending the ceiling out a little bit more, but I'm going to drop pillars down from the edges of the ceiling, from the perimeter of the ceiling. And I think I'm going to drop metal pillars, and I think I'm going to use the Structures Plus large metal pillars to start with to see how far down they go. And I'm going to basically turn this into a huge cage. And the reason for that is, of course, it's not going to prevent flyers from seeing in, but they're not going to be able to get through the metal pillars. They're not going to be able to damage them. They're not going to be able to get through them. And then things on the ground, T-Rexes or whatever, aren't going to be able to see anything in here anyway and aren't going to be able to come in. And it's stone anyway, and they can't break it. So not too worried. And then when we turn on the shrines for the gods and the Indominus Rex, hopefully this will prevent them as well. But I think it's going to be a pretty defensible, in a PvE environment, we're talking about a pretty defensible structure. Obviously in PvP, it's a totally different matter. I mean, if you have the big pillars, things can easily get through the pillars. It's not a problem at all. And PvP would be pretty stupid to have all these windows along here too. So PvE-wise, it's going to be a pretty defensible place, but it's taking me a lot of resources. Taking the guys out, taking Miranda out and having Beavis and Georgia follow, and just loading them all up with rocks, and then getting a lot of wood and a lot of thatch with Thatcheros over here. So it's a lot of grinding. And now for the middle, I'm going to have to grind up at the volcano as well. So I'm definitely going to build the Stargates now. I don't have enough materials quite for them. I need to get more obsidian, more crystal, and probably some more metal as well. So I'm going to do a bit of grinding. Then I'm going to come back probably when I set up the Stargates up to the volcano at least, and we'll be back. All right, we got all the materials we need. We are crafting 2 0-point modules, or ZPMs, 2 Stargates, one for here, one for there, and 2 teleporter rings, because I'm thinking of moving the little forge area up to the rim of the volcano. Now that we have teleporter rings, we don't need to put it down in the volcano and sacrifice some spawn nodes. So we're going to put it on the rim as far away as we can, but man, it takes forever to craft these things. So when they're done, we'll fly up and we'll put them up there. And of course, if I'm going to start harvesting metal in a mass, I need to get an Anki. So I've been getting the materials necessary to make some 30cc trank darts. I've only got 2. That should be enough. These are very expensive. You have to make this new narcotic ×3, which requires 5 narco berries, no problem. 10 spoiled meat, a problem, because I just don't have that much spoiled meat. So I went ahead and created the pantry, which spoils meat faster, and got a bunch of spoiled meat, enough to make, like I said, 2 30cc darts. Also, I went ahead and created the kibble cooker, which comes with ARK Advance. It allows you to convert any egg into a generic egg, berries, all types, into a berry paste, and raw meat into a meat paste. And with that, combined with vegetables and any kind of vegetable, and fiber, and jerky, you can create this food. And I created 3 Anki foods that might be enough for a really high level on this server. We'll find out. The jerky is made really quickly with ARK Advance, because if you make the Advanced Electric Smoker and you put oil and meat in here, it creates these packets. And these packets you can then take to the ARK Advance Impact Crusher. And when you throw them in, it automatically extracts them to a lot of jerky. 5 per pack, which is just really cool. So we just throw that jerky in here. This advanced kibble cooker acts as a refrigerator as well, in case you didn't notice. The vegetables are lasting 8 days. Actually, yeah, 8 days, 20 hours, for instance. And the jerky for a very long time. So I've now got my kibble. And what you do is you just take this food and you just use it. Right now, it doesn't have an expiration time on it. As soon as you use it, it becomes Dilo egg kibble, which is used for Ankies, and then gets an expiration time. So you just use that. So now we have to go out and we have to find a cool Anki to take up to the forge. It's raining. Look at that. Okay, you know, I've flown pretty much all over this island, and this is the best guy I've found. I've killed so many of them trying to get him to respawn. 76, or gal I found, I guess. 76. We are on Irby Island, and I've got a surprise to show you on Irby Island in a moment. But we're going to try this. It should take 76, 1 or 2. I guess I'm going to go for body shots, because headshots have a tendency to sometimes not actually compute. And they'll look like they hit, but they don't do any damage. So I'm going to wait till she's clear and go for body shots. It should take 1 or 2 for a 76. If it takes more, I've got a backup crossbow with some trank arrows. There we go. And she's down. Perfect. Alright. I think I do have my kibble. So I'm going to go ahead and use the other 2. Throw 3 on there. I don't know how many it's going to take. I don't have anything equivalent to a sedative narcotic from Anunnaki, so I can't force it to eat. So I'm going to leave it be for a while. And while I'm leaving it be, I'm going to show you the surprise on this island, which is that as I was playing the other day, so far it's just been me on this server, and I don't know that he's going to do any YouTubing, but I noticed that Steppy appeared on the server, and it looks like he's building over here on the Irby Island, which is really cool. He brought the community Pteranodon over here for a flyer, and I had always intended to come over here, or wherever I got the Anki, to find the closest like landmark or strategic place and place down a Stargate. And I figured, well, why not place? I was going to place one here on Irby Island if I found one. And if Steppy's got a base here, might as well place it down here, right? So I'm thinking maybe I'll just place it down here on the beach. And if he doesn't like its placement, since it's going to be near his base, he can use the builder's helmet and just pick it up and not have to remake it and put it wherever he wants it. So I'm going to, I don't know how he wants it. Does he want it going this direction? Well, let's just do it going this direction. And we'll go ahead and place the gate down here on Irby Island. And you'll be surprised if he doesn't watch this video before he logs in and sees this gate all of a sudden appear in front of him. Which will be pretty cool. So yeah, we'll go have it go that way. We'll get rid of the DHD. Whoops, as we normally do. I don't know why you have to take so long to toggle the DHD. It makes no sense. PvP again, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and rename that. We'll call it... we'll call it Steppy's base for now, because it's right outside his base, but it's really Irby Island, right? And we'll take the power, the ZPM. There we go. And I brought in some ramps as well, just to make it easier to get up and down. I'll put 3 on each side. Perfect. And on Irby Island, you don't need to really worry about your tame. It's not going to be, the only thing you need to worry about is it waking up. It's not going to be attacked. There are no natural predators on the land here. There are sea predators, but they're not going to come up on shore. You're not going to have a land shark come up here and attack your Anki tame, so we're in pretty good shape. And there she is. So all you need to do now, there's a lot of eggs around here, man. I am so tempted. Yeah, look at that. 100%, 1 kibble, more than halfway done. It's only going to take 1 more kibble. That is awesome. Woohoo! Okay, we're back home. I just made up an Ankleo saddle, an Anki saddle. So I dropped off our Anki up at the volcano. If I can figure out how to get my remote back up. There we go. I'll go back up to the volcano. And I gave him a name. I gave him the name Use Me Vulcan. Use Me because he's community, so anybody can use him. And Vulcan because, well, he lives at the volcano, so he's Vulcan, right? Here we go. Go ahead and just get off the bird here. And we'll try him out, see how good he does. Or she. I keep saying he. Maybe Vulcan would not be the best name, right? Oh. Maybe that isn't the best name. I'm just going to pump weight for now. We might end up pumping a little bit of melee or something. And I do need to go make a feeding trough and get some veggies up here for her as well. I'm trying to think of the name of the female Vulcan on Star Trek Enterprise. And I know the name of the character. It's just escaping me right now. So I'll probably look that up, and I'll probably name this one that, I think. So here we go. We've got our little pad here and all the nodes that we could ever want. So I'm going to harvest a bunch of metal, take it up there to the refining forges we've got at the top of the volcano, start that stuff cooking, and then we'll be back. All right. Getting some spark powder going here for the forges until we can build an industrial forge up here. But I've got 4 forges running with about 2,000 metal cooking in each one. I'll go ahead and grab what's cooked already, I guess, and take it down with me when I go back. Yay. I don't even need to fly up here with the bird anymore now that we have Stargates. So this will be the last time I probably take day 1 up here. Don't need to. Just walk through the gate, grab Vulcan, and do my stuff. So let's head on back. I took my clothes and stuff off and put it on day 1 just to reduce the weight as I was building up the weight on Vulcan. And I still need to go grab the name of that female Vulcan. I will. I'll change it. You don't need to put it in the comments if you know. I'm sure I'll do it before the end of the episode. If you see next episode that I haven't done it yet, then you can tell me. Okay, so as I'm putting up the pillars, and I'm building them very slowly because I have plenty of metal, but I have less cementing paste. I've been running around. I put a gate at the Carno Island because I know there's a lot of scorpions there to kill. And I picked up some cementing paste from the beaver dams on the way. Not a lot. And then I thought, well, I'll get a wolf and I'll run around Carno Island and just kill a whole bunch of guys. And the highest I could find was a 96. But then I noticed this guy over here, this gal over here that I also want to tame really badly. A 112 female dire bear, mated with a 76. The 112 female dire bear, by the way, what's that? 16? Nah. I want her. I'm going to finish the wolf first so that I'll have a decent level dire wolf. I mean, he's not over 100, but 96 is pretty decent level. By the way, I'm waking him up because I stupidly left day 1 on neutral because I was doing some battles with a Sarco, trying to get the cementing paste from the beaver dams in the pond, and I asked day 1 for help, and I left him that way. And this guy, of course, got a bite on day 1, not on me as I was shooting it, and so day 1 took a nip back. So I want to wake it up, so I fed it a ton of stem berries. I'm just going to leave it in here. I made this impromptu taming cage. I basically dropped the wolf up here because I realized I didn't have a taming cage underneath yet. I dropped the wolf up here on the top. I landed over on the other end, and actually it was the other way around. I dropped the wolf over there, landed way over here, got off, shot it with the 30cc dart, and before it could fall, it took a nip at day 1, and that's what caused this little fiasco. So I just built these window frames here to hold it in place when it wakes up. So we'll be back and we'll tame it properly. I had gotten some Carno kibble. I think 2 will be fine for a level 90 whatever. I've got some prime meat as well. But I really want that dire bear bad. Which one is it? Is that orange color, right? Yeah, 112. Oh, I want her. Dire bears are fun. I mean, they're slow because no matter how much you boost their speed, they don't get to their top speed until you sprint for a long time. So in that sense, they're kind of annoying. But they're really great because they're omnivores. They'll eat anything. Their attack is insane. Their claw attack. The claw! So, all right. I'm going to tame this guy up. And then we'll deal with her. And then maybe we'll be able to find a way to get a lot of cementing paste so we can make the rest of our metal pillars and actually have our cage so that we can turn on our shrines, which is the goal of this entire endeavor. Woohoo! 230cc darts. And she is down. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any prime meat with me. I'm an idiot. Let's see how these kibbles will do. I don't think the 2 kibbles are going to make it all the way. That's all I could do because I'm just not producing enough eggs. I got a couple of extra dodos, female dodos. I have 2 female dodos and 1 male dodo to make more eggs, because with the kibble cooker, of course, it'll take generic eggs, which includes dodo eggs. But I don't think I am producing enough. I need an oviraptor or something to get more eggs. I went AFK for about an hour to see if I can make more, and I only made 3. All right, so I'm going to grab some prime meat. Hopefully that gal will not wake up in the meantime. I want that prime meat. Let's see, did you just drop some eggs? It looks like I saw an egg there. Did I see an egg there? I did. That's not enough, though. I need 3 to make a generic egg, and I don't have enough. All right, so let's head back real fast. Taking our wolf out to get a little training, too, in the meantime. I love this ring here that connects the other side of the river to me, so that I don't have to cross the river and get the piranha on me. The piranha. Yeah, you watch my tame there, Moose. You watch my tame. Okay, we'll throw that in as backup. They will eat prime. So, I don't know what their... I mean, other than the kibble, I don't know what their preferred is. I think since they're an omnivore, prime would probably be it. Probably be better than advanced crops. So, we'll let her level up, and then well, as she's leveling up, I'm going to go around the beach here, do a little bit of leveling up of the wolf. So we're going to find some bad guys. We'll leave all these peaceful guys around here because we don't want them despawning and being replaced by terror birds and things that are going to eat my tame. Okay, I came back and the pteranodon had laid an egg, so I was able to create another dire bear food. There it is. This is, by the way, his dilo egg kibble that was left over from taming something. Can't remember now what. The Yankee. The Yankee, that's right. So we've got our new food. Should be able to... I already used that, so there's the kibble. She ate one, pardon me, got almost to 50%. So I'm hoping that the third one... Well, I know the third one will do the trick, so... All right, she's eating the second one. I've got the prime in there as backup, but I'm not going to need it. Excellent. 55 levels. Perfect. Oh, that's going to be nice. Going to be nice. Going to be a nice little dire bear. Okay, so dire bear is tamed up, named Fuzzy. Fuzzy. I couldn't come up with a better name. It's a pretty generic name, but okay, it'll work. Fuzzy bear. I've leveled twice now, both into melee, I believe. But the stats are pretty decent. I mean, already almost 1,000 weight, which is crazy good. Believe it or not, you need the weight because you can gather so much stuff with this guy. And he's also a good, a weight guy who can also defend you. And since he's an omnivore, he can be healed with meat, which is awesome. Movement speed, like I said, it's kind of tricky with a dire bear because it does increase their overall movement speed, but doesn't increase their initial movement speed, if you follow me. But the damage is up there. I'm going to get the health up a bit probably as well, too. And probably just top off the weight at 1,000 just to make it a nice, even number. 2,000 stamina seems to be fine. I don't think their stamina is a problem. Scott over here, which is my wolf, is now at level 161. I put the health up just a little bit. I've been just pumping melee so that I can get a lot of kills and get a lot of XP, so then I can put a little bit more into weight. So I was going to take Scott out to Carno Island, where I put a gate up. And the reason for that is to try to kill as many Carnos and Scorpions as possible to get as much chitin and keratin as possible, so that I can make more cementing paste, so I can put up more of those metal pillars that you see over there, so that I can finish this place and protect it, and then I can do the shrines. Okay, yeah, long, complex sequence of events, but here we go. We are now at Carno Island. I put the gate where I always put it over here, which is the only safe part of Carno Island, really. Nothing spawns on this little island over here. And we'll swim over, and there's already a couple of scorpions for our leveling adventure. And a Carno, nice, what do you know? Exactly what we need for chitin and keratin. Okay, so give me some chitin, please. Give me some keratin, please. Alright. And now we've got a level, and what I think I'm going to do here is give a little bit more health, because we're going to be fighting some big bad guys, I think, probably. So let's go with bump of health once. Actually, let's try to get that up to 3,000. Okay, that'll get it as close as we can, and we'll just do a fast heal to get the health up there. And then we're going to run around the island some more, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough chitin and keratin to get enough cementing paste. And I'll make another trip to the beaver dams as well, while I'm grinding the rest of this stuff up with stone and see what I can make. Hopefully we'll have enough to finish those pillars. I want to finish them today. So you want to know why I really dig dire bears? This is why I really dig dire bears. Look at that claw. And here comes a T-Rex. I don't even know what its level is, but there we go. Level 12. The claw! The primary attack does a little bit of damage. Here, I'll show you. Primary attack does 481. The claw does 625. The claw is the secondary attack. It's right-clicking on your mouse. And so I've been leveling this guy up here on the Carno Island, 5,000 health. I'm trying to get to 1,000. There it is, 1,000 melee. The rest of it I'll probably just stick in health. And maybe a little bit into weight too, I don't know, and stamina. But this guy is just kicking butt here. And I'm just loving it. Yeah, look at that. Just the claw. Let's see. What else can we kill? Anything else big here? Got to be something big here I can kill. I've already torn through a couple of T-Rexes, and the speed thing is just really cool. I'm going to go flying off here. And that's going to hurt. But I can heal with meat, so I'm not too worried. The only thing I don't like about the speed is you hit a rock. You know, you stub your toe on a stone, you basically come to a complete stop. Just makes no sense. Let's see, Carnos and cats. Carnos and cats are nothing. They're just like they're you know, hot knife through butter. Just no challenge. I kind of want an alpha at this point. I kind of want to find an alpha Rex, or not a Rex, pardon me, an alpha Raptor. An alpha Rex would probably still be too much for the guy, but anyway, I'm going to continue leveling him up just for the fun of it and see if we can get him up to some insane level. In fact, I'm going to bring health up to, I think, close to 10,000 or around 10,000 would be a good level. All right, cool. Okay, we are back. Over a day worth of grinding. Oh my gosh. With possibly the award for the ugliest ARK base design on record. And we're not quite done yet. We're darn close. But here's our initial wall, as you saw. There's the ceiling I put in to try to protect against basically wyverns. And then the middle pillars to give us daylight. So to give us, you know, one of the options is I could have built the walls up to meet the ceiling, surely. I could have done that, or I could have dropped ceilings from the wall. But I thought, you know, let's be really gaudy and ugly and build middle pillars that will prevent things from coming in. And it does the trick. Now, actually, I don't need that pillar right there in the corner because, as you can see from this RG right here, even with this gap, RGs can't get through. So if RGs can't get through, well, they can go down low and get in. And so one could come up, an RG, a wild RG could theoretically come up here and get in. But once it does that, I don't really care about an RG. A Wyvern isn't going to do that. There's no way a Wyvern's going to get up that way. So I can get rid of this particular column, which will save me a little bit of middle resources. But man, the middle and the grinding, and it's just, it's tiring. It's very tiring. So I was hoping to get the thing completed. I've got a couple more pillars to do over there and a few more to do over here. I was hoping to get it all done and actually, you know, build the shrine and so forth this episode, but I just can't do it, guys. I am burned out and tired. So off camera, I'll finish the pillars, and we'll just call this kind of the dumb design for now. Like I said, the ugliest ARK-based design ever. And we'll leave it at that. Here's the rooftop access, and you'll notice a couple of things on the roof. Well, actually, yeah, well, one major thing, but I basically turned this into a formal taming pit and went ahead and put one of these guys in here, these hatches. And I figure it's a nice way for the RGs, if I fly a small bird out, to come back in without having to open up the big behemoth gate. And if I tame something up here, I can just open up the big gates and basically let them wander or follow me right off the edge into the base, and then close this, and I'm go down the ladder, and I've got the animal down in the base. So anyway, guys, like I said, it's been crazy. It's been wild. Hopefully we can start playing with the really crazy creatures that are in these mod packs soon and not have to worry about them destroying our base. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.